Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tune. Today I'm going to show you guys my new electric scooter that I picked up. This is an InMotion RS electric scooter. It's 72 volts and it's a ripper. I just got this thing charged up and I'm going to take it for a little rip quick before the sun goes down. But I do have some mods for this thing and I kind of want to do a quick ride with the stock tires, and then I got a set of slicks for it that I'm going to put on, and I want to kind of compare the differences. You guys seem to really like the last high power electric scooter video that I put out quite a while ago, and I sold that scooter. It was a Cabo Wolf King GT, and I also put slicks on that scooter before I sold it. I think I sold it with like 1,500 miles on it or something like that. It was an awesome scooter, but I just wanted something different, so sold it, picked this one up. And I will say that this is my first InMotion product, and I gotta say that the build quality and stuff is really good on this thing. It's built really nice. It has like actual reservoirs for the brakes, nice display, and another cool thing, which will probably be really easy to change tires, is you can like unhook the motors and stuff. There's like connection points, so you can just like unplug everything and actually take it apart, where a lot of scooters out there you can't disconnect like the wheels and stuff because they're hardwired into the controller for the scooter. So these are the factory tires that come with. They are a CST brand, and they work good, but I did notice right when I got this thing that the front tire had like a high spot in it. So I deflated it. I sprayed a bunch of soapy water around the rim to try to get the tire to seat evenly around the rim. The front tire seems to have a high spot. It's not a true circle. It must be just a cheaper tire or something like that, or just a bad one out of the batch. The rear one is fine, but the front one definitely has a little bit of a wobble to it. So when I'm riding it, you guys will see in a second, it has like a, it almost feels like you're just riding over whoops all the time. It's not that bad, but it definitely is a little bit annoying. So I'm gonna throw the helmet cam on and let's go for a little stroll. All right guys, so we're gonna go for a ride on the InMotion RS. It has switches here on the right side. The top button is the power button. And you can see I have 22 miles on this scooter so far. So we have power button on the right, and then the plus and minus on the right as well. So if we hit the up button, we can go through the modes with the up and down here. Mode 1 is kind of chill, 2 a little bit faster, 3, 4, etc. We'll probably start in 1. And then this side we have our headlight button, turn signals, and then a horn, which mine doesn't work for some reason. You guys could hear it squeak there, but now nothing. Brand new scooter, but the horn isn't working, so that's whatever. And then we also have a cruise control button and a mode button. So this center button over here, if we hold it, you can see this little D button, or this little D symbol goes away, and then it's flashing. So if we hold it again, back to solid. So solid means dual motor, means both motors on the scooter will be operating, and it has a twist throttle. It's a quarter twist, so just this section of the handlebar is the throttle. I wish it was a full twist. I think it'd be a little bit easier to modulate with how much power this scooter has. It's kind of a tricky thing to get used to. Yeah, so even just going like 10 or 11 miles an hour, I don't know if you guys can see my arms, but they're kind of moving up and down. They're rocking up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's that tire down there. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's just got like a high spot, a wavy spot. And as I just took off on this scooter, I took my left hand off to kind of do a illustration of what the tire is doing, and I almost just whiskey throttled this thing, because this quarter twist throttle when you're standing on a scooter is like I said, it's tricky. It doesn't have a lot of resistance to it, so it's, I don't know, I'm not a fan. So we also have a mod that we're going to do to the throttle to make it a little bit easier to live with. I'm going to swap out the twist throttle for a thumb throttle. But as we see in mode 1 here, 20 miles an hour, which honestly is freaking plenty for just cruising around. Mode 2, 30, 40, 41. Holy crap. Man. This thing is nuts. And it's like, it almost feels like the Tesla in a way, because it's got such, hang on, I'm gonna take it out of dual motor here. Now we're just in single motor. It's a little bit chiller to ride. It feels like the Tesla because it's just so smooth. Like the power is like yanking your shoulders out of the socket, but at the same time it's so smooth when it does it. Yeah, in mode 1 on this scooter, you know, cruising at like 20 miles an hour, I think they claim like 75 miles of range, which is about what my other Cabo Wolf King GT got. I think the best range I got out of that was 68, and that was cruising, you know, in like eco mode most of the time. But yeah, if we put this thing up in mode 4, honestly, like, it's not even, like, I don't even really like to rip on it in mode 4 with this twist throttle, because it literally feels like I'm gonna whiskey throttle this thing because I'm standing. If I was sitting, I think I would prefer a twist throttle if I was sitting down, but since I'm standing and it's a stand-up scooter, the twist throttle just doesn't really go well in my opinion. But we'll give it a little quick blast with the stock tires on it. Oh, I'm like, why is this thing not ripping my arms off? I'm in single motor. So we'll click it again. And the cool thing too about this scooter is when it's flashing like this, it's just the front motor. So you can switch between just front or just rear, which is really cool. Or when it's solid like this, it's both motors. And it just frickin' rips. Damn. I feel like I'm gonna snap the handlebars off of it because I'm pulling so hard on them. And another thing too I don't like about the scooter is the stem does have a little bit of play because of the mechanism. The folding mechanism is a little bit, it's not sketch, but it kind of is a little sketch. See how it corners here? It doesn't corner too bad with these stock tires, but I think it's just going to be a completely different animal once I throw the slicks on. So we just got back from a little ride. You can see how cool this thing looks with the lights. Obviously when it's nighttime out, it looks even cooler than this. But yeah, this is the stem mechanism. It has this little bolt to tighten it down, and then this latch thing kind of comes down and the handlebars can fold down. And to keep the play out of it, it has these like rubber bushing things to kind of hold the stem in place. And I get play in between here. So like between these little stoppers, there's just a little bit of play through here. And with the stem being so tall, you really feel even just a little bit of play in the stem. So that's a little bit concerning. And I'm probably gonna try to figure something out to try and get some of the stem movement out of it. Another really cool thing about this scooter is it has completely adjustable suspension. It has like a full coilover with adjustable dampening, and it also has adjustable ride height, so you can change it from like super tall, or you can go down super street racer and slam this thing down to the ground if you're like on a racetrack. So I have it on one step above the lowest, and it's like perfect. And other than these slicks, I actually picked up a set of cheap off-road tires too, so in the future, if I take it off-roading, I'll have a set of tires that I can do that with as well. But I want to see how easy it is to change these tires out to swap out for the PMT slicks. All right guys, so I got the motors, or the wheels, off of the scooter, and I got them up here on my toolbox. Got the original tires off, you can see here, and then these are the new ones that we're going to be putting on. This is a PMT brand. I got these from, I can't remember. If you guys are interested where I got the tires, just leave it in the comments. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I was watching a Scooter Gang video, and he does a video also putting slicks on your InMotion RS. And yeah, so I'm just going to get these tires mounted back on. and then we're gonna take it out for a rip, maybe tomorrow if the weather is nice. And yeah, so I got one of them mounted up already down here. Pretty easy. I just picked up a cheap set of tire spoons on Amazon, and these things work pretty nice. So it comes with 3 of them, and I'm just gonna make sure to lube up the tire really good before I try to slip it back onto the rim, and then we're gonna go pump it up at the shop because my little handheld compressor or whatever this thing is doesn't quite have enough pump to inflate to seal the bead. So I'm gonna get this other tire on, run to the shop, pump them up, and then put them back on the scooter and catch up with you guys after that. Alrighty guys, so I got the SLICKS mounted on the scooter, and I also got a thumb throttle mounted. So the kit came with the thumb throttle and a new grip for the right side, so it now matches the left side. I did have to move around the switch panel here and move the brakes a little bit, but yeah, the thumb throttle feels pretty nice. So we're gonna go for a little ride with the new tires and the new thumb throttle and see how this thing is. So the thumb throttle right off the bat is a lot comfier to keep my thumb right here, and I can more easily, you know, set the cruise control and just kind of ride around. Yeah, so the tires, obviously, I'll do the same little test that we did prior. You can see how steady, I'm gonna set the cruise here. You can see how steady my arms are. There's no more movement in the tires other than the bumps in the road here. But the tire, very true. It's actually a circle, it's not out of round, because these tires are a lot more higher quality than the ones that come on here. And yeah, a lot smoother ride. Very happy with the tires, and they should hook up a lot better too. So let's test that out. We'll throw this thing in mode 4 with the thumb throttle. Holy crap. It's a lot more sensitive in mode 4 than even mode 2. Mode 1 is actually pretty chill with this thumb throttle. It's actually kind of hard to modulate the throttle in mode 4 because it's so twitchy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Damn! There's a turkey crossing the road. A couple of them. Holy crap, look at all the turkeys. Gobble, gobble, gobble! Look at all the turkeys. Come on, buddy. Oh, he doesn't want to. I actually saw those same turkeys the other day, and they flew up onto some guy's roof. Yeah, dude, this thing barely spins now. It just freaking yanks your arms right off. It'll still spin from a roll, or from a dead stop, I'm saying. Oh, that guy's got a nice setup. One day I'll have a house with a shop. That's the goal. But anyways, yeah, if I'm going like 10 or 12 miles an hour here on this gravelly kind of crappy road, it barely spins. Man, this thing feels so good on these tires. Like, I actually feel like I can carve around. Wow. I gotta, if I'm gonna do some carving and stuff, I definitely gotta chill out the throttle. Yeah, guys, holy crap. This thing is like totally performance oriented, especially with the PMT SLICKS on it. Hey, there's a duck. Hello, duck. Mr. Mallard. Hey, you're leaving your girlfriend behind, bro. What a dick. Left his girlfriend behind. Where she is? Oh, she's over here. Alright, yeah. This thing is a ton of fun. When I initially put the tires on, I went to the shop to pump them up, and I just kind of pumped them up till the bead seated with the shop compressor, which is big. And I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely pumped all the way up. I got home and checked the pressure. They're at like 70 psi, so these tires can definitely take 70 psi without blowing, so that's exciting. But I lowered them. I think I'm at like 30 now, 30 psi. There's an airplane. Look at that. All right. We're going uphill here, but we're on some concrete, nice smooth road, no cars around. Let's see what this thing's got. Yeah, virtually no tire spin. $45, $46. We'll have to hit that on the way back. I don't know what way the wind's going. The wind's actually pretty calm tonight. It's not calm enough to fly, but it definitely isn't that strong. We'll let this car go by here, and then we'll give this a shot on the way back and see if we can get a little bit higher top speed. The claims of this scooter, yeah, we were going into the wind uphill on that run. The claims on this scooter are 65 miles an hour. And I don't know if I got one that's just tuned down a little bit or what. I did go into the app and I turned everything all the way up to 100% because out of the box they're at 50% or something. Yeah, that just rips. It's got so much torque. My Cabo Wolf King GT, I feel like had more top end, but this thing definitely has more punch in the mid-range. But let's give it a shot this way and see how fast we can get her going in like a quarter mile or so. Man, this thing is so smooth. Tuck down a little bit. 51, 53, 53. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah, so 53 on that run. I'm sure if I had more distance or if I stayed in it a little bit longer, we could probably hit 60, but I really don't care to stay in it that long, to be honest. Hey, puppy. Yeah. I love the fact that it has the cruise control button instead of like some of the other scooters that I've had. You have to like hold a consistent speed for up to 5 seconds or something like that before the cruise control activates. But this thing, you just hit the button like you would in a car, which is awesome. Yeah, the tires, honestly, game changer for this freaking thing. I can carve so deep now because the tires on the thing stock are kind of like a flat profile, where these PMTs are more of a rounded profile. At least right now they are. They probably will flatten out the more I ride. But since it has that rounder profile, you can really dip down into the turns a lot better. Yeah, and the regen braking on this thing is also really impressive. I got 27 miles on it now. I'm gonna just kind of set the cruise here at 15 and just kind of cruise around a little bit. I'm so excited for the weather to warm up, because man, I don't know what it is, but I'm really getting sick of the freaking cold weather, guys. It's like 50 degrees today, but I still gotta have a coat and my gloves on to ride. Yeah, also I am 220 pounds, with a coat and, you know, gear on or whatever. So I'm sure that is affecting the top speed a little bit. But I'm almost wondering if I should have just bought the light version. I'm hoping I didn't get a light version, because I've actually heard of some people saying that they ordered the InMotion RS Midnight and received an InMotion RS Lite. Because they're virtually the same scooter, they just have a slightly different battery, which affects top speed and stuff like that. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if you know about these things down in the comments. But yeah, that's probably going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the InMotion RS, putting some slicks on it. I'm going to be putting some miles on this thing throughout the summer, and obviously as the weather continues to warm up, I'm going to be spending more time on my PEVs, personal electric vehicles. Let me know if you guys want me to make any more videos with this thing, or what you want to see. But happy Easter to everybody, and thank you for watching. Our Lord Jesus Christ has risen from the dead. He has defeated the grave. That's why we celebrate Easter, and just wanted to let you guys know, if you haven't heard before, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. So have a great night and a better tomorrow, guys. God bless. We'll see you later.